tarotwithlyramoon, and this is my lovely girlfriend, Lynx Vega, assisting as always tonight with our Halloween special. So thank you for joining, and we have been working hard on this particular spread because we have assigned all 22 major arcana to a different movie monster. So tonight we're gonna be strictly speaking about answering questions rather on the Halloween spread topic. And I'm super excited. I wanna see what movie monster you are.
Yeah. See what movie monster you are.
Ooh, that would be interesting. I should probably do it.
We should oh yeah.
I'm gonna have a hard time keeping these two separate.
And while you do that, I'm gonna say hi to everybody in the room who's saying hi already.
Alrighty.
So everybody's saying hi. So Polly says hi. Catherine Mayo says hello. Donna Trinidad says hi, hello.
Hey everybody.
Jean Wilson says hello. Veronica Brennan says hi. Michelle Lynn says hello.
Hey everyone, it's so nice to see you all here.
Gina says hello. Hi everybody. So yeah, we spend a lot of time diving into the major arcana and how we could take what we know about classic monster movies /slasher films, how we could apply those character traits to
I just
the
remembered
major
which one
arcana.
this is. Oh wait, no, that's the star. Which one did we do for temperance?
I don't know.
We'll have to go through it and look.
I don't know. We spent a lot of time on it, so we're excited. So since today's Halloween, we want to do just on the Halloween spread.
That's you. That's me.
Oh my goodness,
pretty great.
That's pretty great.
Right, sorry. Don't mind me over here in the corner.
Yeah. So and then the spread is really fun. I would encourage everybody in the room, I would like to get, as long as the room doesn't get too big and we're going to be here for an hour and a half, even if you've never even said hi to us before or whatever, figure out what Halloween movie monster you're going to be today.
I can't believe what mine is. Oh my god.
We're going to go over that in a moment.
Yeah, we are.
Sometimes when you create monster versions of things, you have to laugh at yourself too when you figure out which ones get pulled for you.
Yours is so funny.
Yours is so funny.
I know. Mine's pretty great. All right.
So, I would encourage everyone to do that. The other thing that we're doing is if you want to do any other additional questions, it's $5 a question. And if you want to do the whole spread, there's 6 questions. It's usually for a 6-card spread is a lot more expensive than that. So $15 is a steal, and it's really fun to kind of tie everything all together.
But we are still doing free readings.
Everything is free. Everything is free.
But if you want to do anything additional,
we are sticking with the topic tonight. Or the only other challenge is if you have a spooky themed question, maybe we'll take it.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Or the other thing too is we are doing a giveaway tonight, so you have a couple of different options of how you want to do this. If you want to enter, realistically, we're looking for the top 2 people who share the live the most, which we can see at the end of the broadcast, or to whomever invites the most friends. So invite all your people, share to as many places as you can. The top 2 people will get either a private session reading with me or a spell, either a love or money spell. So make sure to do that. And do you wanna know which monsters we are?
After seeing that,
not
really,
particularly, but all right.
Yes.
So I got Temperance, which we decided would be perfect. Is Jekyll and it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yep. Okay, so finding the right balance in your emotions can easily go too far when you're feeling overwhelmed.
Is it Libra? Who's all about balance?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Pisces.
Wait, there's 2 bullet
Yes,
points
I know.
Okay.
Let's see here. So we're going to be an easier way of doing this. Your charming side can be most charming when you're dark, while your darker side can be as dark as it needs to be.
Oh,
I mean, that's pretty friggin' nail on the damn head.
That's really funny considering we wrote this stuff together and now we're getting called out on our
We're
own
getting
stuff.
called out on our own shenanigans.
Oh, man.
All right, well, you,
Oh, me. Okay.
you, Miss Linksy Poo, you got the star, which is, we decided to go from Pirates of the Caribbean and do the Kraken. The Kraken!
Release the Kraken!
Alright, sometimes your true emotions reside right underneath the surface. This is so funny.
This is...
Oh my god!
We wrote a good
We
spread.
did good. Okay.
Wow.
Even when the waters are calm, you may find yourself wanting to sink ships and destroy vessels.
So true.
Is that, and that's it, yeah. Destroy vessels. Yeah.
When you feel
your emotional needs are not met. Fair. See, damn, that's. I think this is gonna be fun.
I think this is gonna be fun. I want to know what's going on with you guys out there.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see who you guys are. And remember, we're just sticking to tonight's topic. So, as the rules per usual, let us know you shared, and let us know which question you'd like,
and platform all in one channel.
Mm-hmm. And throw your throw your zodiac at us. Let us know that too.
If not your Chinese zodiac, you happen to be the horse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that's where you're going with that subconsciously.
Yeah, subconsciously.
Let's see. Let me finish up our hellos here because everyone was saying hi as we were going about our little, side note shenanigans here.
I would never perform shenanigans.
Never.
Ever. Maybe a little bit.
Michelle Lynn says hi. Brenda
Which makes it
hi.
even funnier
Gina
that
says
it's
hello.
to check with Mr. Hi. Sorry. Anyway, continue. Hi. Yep. Hey everybody.
Yeah.
Normal. Totally fine. Yep.
Vanessa Rochelle says hello live.
Hey Vanessa.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to everybody out there.
Halloween.
And thanks for doing this with us. I mean, this is a lot of fun for us, so I'm excited.
A lot of people just say hi, happy Halloween. I think I lost some people too here. There was a bunch of people saying that. It's crazy getting all of the things from both,
Mm-hmm.
Tony says, hi guys, I'm here and I miss you.
He's
Glad you're here. Everyone's just stoked to see us. Alright, so last thing I'm gonna say before we get into this is there's no favoritism here. I basically take whoever's at the bottom of the comments list between YouTube and Facebook right now. And if you happen to be at the bottom and you followed our guidelines, that's who we're gonna take. And let's see what we got. The most recent person is gonna be Michelle Lynn. She said she shared and she's an Aries and she wants to know which monster she is.
Awesome. All right, Michelle, let's do this. It does make it more challenging to shuffle with such few cards. It can be like exerting.
Or do you want to do it with your big cards?
I can do it with. You want to take a moment to pull and pictures?
Good, if you want. Would that be easier?
It might be a little easier than this. This is. I don't want to hurt my cards.
With those 21 little cards.
Yeah, 22.
Wait, what? 22. Oh, right. Plus 0.
Let's see. The Tower. That was our most difficult one to actually do. So let's see what we have for the Tower.
Frankenstein.
You want to read what this one is?
Yeah.
We'll jump into it.
So Frankenstein. Sometimes even when you're trying to do something for the betterment of someone else, it's still perceived as negative, despite your best intentions. You're not as scary as everyone thinks you are.
I love that because it's really, I mean, this card is all about what is perceived sometimes as chaotic, when realistically, you know, it comes with, like, after the fall comes usually new growth and new change and positive things. So it's not all bad here, that's for sure. And being Frankenstein, I think it's pretty cute.
Although actually we wrote this wrong. That's a misnomer. It'd be Frankenstein's monster, because Frankenstein was the one. Or is she Frankenstein or is she the monster?
Oh,
Because we were talking about how like Frankenstein's monster was, you know, he was reanimated and brought back to life, so he had a different different perspective of everything.
I would think
something
Frankenstein's a monster.
Yeah.
Because Frankenstein was the doctor.
Yeah. He was the guy who created it.
Did you ever see that one with that? Oh my gosh. Gene Wilder.
Yeah, Young Frankenstein.
Young Frankenstein.
That.
All right. Well, 10 points.
I would love to watch
That sounds good. All right.
that.
Thank you, Amanda. And let us know if there's anything else from the topic that you wanted to do.
Michelle said so cool, pretty
Or
spot
not
on.
Amanda, Michelle. My bad.
She said pretty spot on.
Awesome.
Spot on. Sweet. I'm excited for this. We might need to use this outside of Halloween.
And we were thinking of we were also thinking of doing another one too that would be specifically like, what advice would your spirit guide, also known as one of the many serial killers out there, what would they have to say? So
specific.
Yeah, I think I might do that on Christmas.
Oh, that'll be great. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, serial killers.
Frank says that's his favorite movie, Young Frankenstein.
It's I love a good Gene Wilder movie.
Awesome.
He's fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We're gonna take Carrie Polinsky. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Polinsky. Hi, LNL. Card of the night. Taurus shared. So let's see who's Carrie.
All right.
It's Carrie.
We didn't add Carrie.
I thought about it,
I
but
didn't
the
know where to-
articles that I was reading is like some people think that she was the villain and some people think that she was the victim, and it's a very.
If we didn't have who we chose for the lovers, I think she would have been.
Oh, she would have been a good choice for the lovers.
All right, Carrie.
But this is Carrie with a K though. This is Carrie with a K.
Ah. Okay, so we've got the Chariot.
Chariot. That was another tough one.
Yeah, we had a couple that were like. Where are you? Do the Chariot.
There we go.
Oh, this one's totally yours. You did this one because I have not actually seen this particular movie.
Okay. All right. So the Chariot, we assigned Ben Willis from I Know What You Did Last Summer. So, let's see, where did it go? Sometimes, so this card is like the shadow characteristics of this card is sometimes can be about like losing control, whether or not it's losing control in yourself or losing control over outside circumstances. So Ben Willis, spoiler alert for anyone who's never seen Know What You Did Last Summer
right.
in
There
the
might
90s.
be some spoilers.
Yeah, there
happening.
I mean, was it like 95 or
I know.
something?
Yeah, it was definitely coming
Had
up.
like Freddie Prinze Jr. in it,
Oh,
right?
dear God.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90s.
So Ben Willis, so spoiler alert for you who don't know, the whole premise of that movie is there are a bunch of teenagers and they're driving in the middle of the rain and I think they may or may not be drunk and they hit somebody on the side of the road and they end up thinking that that person is dead and they end up dumping his body off the end of the dock. And the whole premise of the movie is that he comes back with a vengeance because he was never dead and they tried to like cover up everything. So you are Ben Willis in that sometimes the lack of control over either yourself or the things out of your life can make you be a little vengeful because he comes back exacts revenge. What was the other part of that? Also, Kameen, this is also like a positive trait. You be methodical in calculating how to, best
Exact
your revenge. So that's who you would be on Halloween. As a hook.
Just throwing that in there. You're cute. I like you.
All right. Carrie says pretty close. Okay. She says,
Nice. I can totally hear it from here.
Yes.
Yep. We should get together and just cackle at the moon.
Yes. She says, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome, my dear.
All right. Let's see what else we got. All right. So anybody who's just jumping into the room, just for today only, since it's Halloween, we're only doing stuff on the Halloween topic today. We're keeping it light and spooky.
Do you want to go? Did we go over the questions?
Well, I mean, they're in the description, but I guess now would be a good time to go over them, right?
Yeah, considering we brain farted on that.
I was just going with the flow. Okay. All right, let me find it here. Here we are. So we've got 6 questions today, and today you can do, if you want to send money over to Cash App, we could do all 6 for you, which is a pretty fun, like, explorative, is that the right word? Spread? Explorative spread, something that can kind of, it's super fun and also can get you to know a little bit about yourself. Otherwise, we're doing 1 question for free for anybody, 1 through 6. If you want to do the full spread, it's $15. If you just want to do an extra question on top, it's $5 a piece. But overall, we're just here to do things for free and have some fun today. So we have 6 questions. First one is, who is your monster within? Which is what we're talking about. We worked really hard to figure out how to best apply all of the major arcana to pop culture scariness. Number 2 is, what is your monstrous weakness? Number 3 is, what is your most monstrous strength? Number 4 is, what do people fear about you? Number 5 is, what can you do to quell the monster within? And number 6 is, how can you use the monster inside for good? So these are all like things that we can, stare at the ceiling and lie awake thinking about it at night. So why don't you just get them answered here on Halloween?
And also, don't forget, to keep sharing and inviting people. The 2 top sharers will get either a free private session or a spell. A love or money spell. So keep sharing, and we'll calculate that and announce those winners at the end of, after the broadcast is over, so we can calculate it.
It looks like a handful of people are sharing and doing the things. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Doing that. AC is here, and she says, "Hi, Moon. Hi, Lynx. How are both of you this evening?"
Doing all right. Hope you are well, AC.
And Amanda Peters is here, and she says, "Share, please, for number 5." Let's see what's number 5. And we've got somebody who wants to do a full spread. Cool. So we'll do Amanda, and then we're gonna get this full spread. And that's from Ada. So thank you. I'm so excited that someone's as excited as we are to get this full spread going.
Awesome. It's gonna be fun.
So for right now, we're gonna do Amanda. Amanda wants to know, what can you do to quell the monster within? What can she do?
All right, Amanda. Let's see. All right, quelling the monster within obviously takes a lot of patience with yourself. I think in this case, the Wheel of Fortune is reversed because there's still a little bit of a hurdle to get over, right? And this is about breaking things down further when it comes to the miscommunications that you may be experiencing. This can also definitely start to improve once once there is a pause and realization of like what you want to let go of and what you can forgive, because a lot of the time we blockade ourselves from moving forward, and it has a lot to do with not forgiving yourself or the people around you. So I think there needs to be some self forgiveness in order to kind of let go of any anger or confusion or animosity that you may be kind of holding on to. Once that does happen, though, and boom, we've got the Fool. This is all about self expression and freedom and starting over. New beginnings and new things start to emerge after that point. So after this period of self forgiveness, there's a lot more stability in the Queen of Cups upright. This is emotional stability and being able to take things as they come a little bit easier than you may be experiencing now. But I would say forgive yourself for whatever it is that you're kind of holding on to, or that may be kind of challenging you and holding you back. There's a lot of really awesome growth and new beginnings happen once you do. All right, my dear. Thank you so much. And ow, what did I just do? How did I manage that? I managed to break a nail, reading tarot. For God's sake.
The things you do.
The
for
things
public.
I do.
Oh,
The
nah.
The snail.
Don't tell me I didn't care. The snails.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're doing Ada.
Yeah.
So let's
We're
start
gonna
off.
do the six card spread.
And Ada, what is your sign?
Yeah, what's your sign?
What's your sign, girl? Justice. You are Sweeney Todd, my friend. All right. You want to go ahead and pull that info, and then I'll get the rest of the cards. Remind myself
We
that
might
that is
need to
not
like
quite
make our
crystal.
own.
Yeah,
This is some good stuff.
this is fun. And I chose Sweeney Todd for Justice because he's kind of like the character that is seeking out like revenge because of injustices that were caused.
Is trying to find the balance between right and wrong. Like how much of a wrong can you balance out? And the demon
You want to send me or I don't have the
Oh, the spread?
mhm.
Um,
And then let's go to Justice. Yes, Justice is Sweeney Todd, the demon barber of Fleet Street. You may feel the need to seek justice over your enemies, trying to find the balance between right and wrong. Do you like to bake? It might be a useful skill in your future.
I would love if she just happened to be like, I actually really love baking.
I love baking.
Let us know if you actually enjoy baking.
That
That would be really fun.
And I think that's even funnier too. It's like, oh well, just one step away from meat pies, right?
If you make good meat pies, that's baking.
That's baking. Baking with love. All right, let's see.
Right, so I sent you the full spread. You got it?
What is? If you do not know, I'm visually impaired. That's why my face is basically touching the screen. All right, what is your monstrous weakness? We've got the 10 of Swords reversed. Honey, you have a really, really, really hard time letting it go. Once someone has stabbed you or hurt you, that there's a difficulty here in forgiving that person. Or it's also like letting it go thoroughly. I think part of you may hold on to whatever that pain has created, and that in turn can be very long lasting. You know, it's obviously much harder to just let go of what that person has done to you than to just say, oh, you should just let go. But in this case, it's so much easier than holding on to their pain. When it comes to, like, for example, the stuff that's going on in my personal life right now, I have just realized it is so much easier to actually let it go, to forgive, because holding on means that I'm taking on that person's pain that they're trying to dump on me. And they've already inflicted enough pain. I don't need to take on any more. And that's kind of what this is saying too. You know, don't hold on to it.
And it would make sense because she said that she's Cancer. So, I mean, water signs have a propensity to do that, I feel as though, like, more than others. Am I wrong?
Oh, no.
Am I wrong?
No.
I'm a water sign too. I'm not Cancer, but I'm guilty of,
I see.
you know, the
Uh,
water signage.
all right. What is your most monstrous strength? And we have the 9 of Swords reversed. Most monstrous strength. That's a pretty great
That's
one,
pretty
honestly,
awesome.
because
It's like
this
a superpower.
is, you know, in its upright form, we really have a struggle here, right? We have insane amount of stress and feeling anxious and overwhelmed and uncertain, but you are able to kind of let this go. This isn't something that you dwell on forever. Or, you know, it could also be that you've been through so much crap that you've just learned how to kind of block it out when things become too heavy. This is a gift, really, because it shows that it's easier for you to let go of what's bothering you rather than holding on to it. I think that that's going to, in time, become much easier to do on a long-term scale. But I mean, your ability to compartmentalize is really, really substantial. What do people fear about you? We have the Lovers reversed. This,
She does say, this is another detail. She said that she's trying, and she said, my son betrayed us. And she did like this emoji. So that's what she's going through some real things right now.
well, I'm really, really sorry to hear that. The 10 of Swords is above the Queen of Coins, so that's definitely pain in family. This one again. What do people fear about you? I think people fear losing you. I think people fear disappointing you and letting you down in a pretty big way. Anything because you're definitely the type of person to see what could be and what is amazing about someone else. So anytime that they're not being their truest self, it's definitely a little bit of a letdown. And I think that's definitely a fear that others may experience. Let's see. What can you do to quell the monster within? Queen of Coins. Perfect. Okay, this is all about grounding yourself, getting back into the things that you love to do that make you who you are. This is stability from the bottom up, and it's all about also reconnecting to who you are fundamentally. What makes you happiest? What makes you want to go out and achieve, right? This is going back to basics. It's also to say, you know, be grounded.
She says, my terminal illness just hit severe stage.
Oh, wow. All right, well then, my heart definitely goes out to you, and I think that now is a perfect time to reconnect with, you know, the world around you in a pretty big way. I even tonight, like, go stick your feet in the sand or the dirt and just be, you know, because we all go through cycles of life, and it's just about, you know, what you can give back in this moment. You know, what was our 6th question?
Number 6 is, how can you use the monster inside for good?
How can you use the monster inside for good is, what are you? You're the 8 of Cups reversed. This is, I feel, like a big decision that you're going to be quickly coming to, of letting go of all of the animosity. deciding that there is only one thing left to do now, and it's to forgive the situation for what it is, accept it for where it's brought you, and know that there's more ahead. I'm really sorry to hear that things are going for you the way that they are, but there's definitely a sense of needing to forgive so that you can have more peace. Even if the other person doesn't necessarily deserve it, even if whatever your son did and he doesn't necessarily deserve it, peace of mind is the last real gift here. That you can extend to those that love you and that you love. All right, honey. Thank you so much, and I hope I hope things do go smooth, and it's a smooth transition.
And I've seen you come up in a lot of our lives. So I'd say just reach out. Has she reached out to you before?
I'm not sure
I can't
which
remember.
Aiden is.
Marquez.
Really?
I'm not sure if you, but I know that I've seen you. So reach out to us.
Yeah, send me a message, hon.
Yeah, I think that could be really good. Let's see. Oh my gosh! She said, by the way, I baked 2 pound cakes today. Yes.
Sweeney Todd, all the way.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh
That's
my gosh,
everything.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. We're good at this. We need to start doing this more often. That's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
I'm
still kind of freaking out about the one I got.
Yeah, me too. We wrote all of these things and we assigned them from what we felt was appropriate to each of the essence of those cards, and dang.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay. Do you know why? Of course you know. Do you know why they call a pound cake? What the name is from?
No, actually, no idea.
It's called a pound cake because every single ingredient is 1 pound. So it's a pound of butter, a pound of flour, and then whatever the other ingredients are. But it's called a pound cake because the ingredients were originally measured out. It's 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound.
Oh, well, that's interesting.
I don't know if that works with eggs or whatever else you make it, but that's why it's called a pound cake.
I love the random things, about random cakes and things.
Yeah, I feel like I know a little bit about everything sometimes. Okay.
All right,
perhaps more than one line.
All right, you.
Okay, this is her. She says I do your stickers.
Yeah.
Okay, this is her. I wasn't sure if that was.
I thought it was Adam.
Okay.
We need to talk.
She said I'll
Definitely.
message you this week.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't sure if that was you. Okay. Awesome. All right, let's see where we got now. Next up we're gonna take Vanessa Rochelle. Watching on Facebook, shared with 15 friends. Thank you.
Thank you,
awesome. Question is, she knows what's up. She came up with a spooky
did she?
question for us. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
She says, will my man heal his monsters in his head soon?
Ooh, all right. Let's take a look. All right, I do think there is still a need for almost that's not the right word. I would say, medical help. I wouldn't say that it is dire or a crisis or anything, but I do think that it would be, really helpful for him to have someone that he can go to. I think that ultimately there is a really, really good energy here in him being able to work on these things, but I do think it's gonna take some time, and it's definitely gonna take, professional help on the outside. which I know can be pretty challenging as far as maybe convincing him that he needs or getting him comfortable in doing that for himself. Um, but I do think that would definitely start helping him be able to better I mean, because this is the ability to, you know, understand your emotions and fight off any sort of demons. But I do think that it's, you know, there's a period of rest needed first, which is why I think it might be helpful if he's guided by someone that can help him along the way. But I do think it's very possible. It's just a matter of wanting it enough and doing what he can to push himself forward. You know, and I think he's got a great support system with you being able to help him, you know, through these challenges. So, you know, keep cheering him on. He'll eventually be able to feel confident enough to do this for himself.
All right.
And thank you so much for sharing, Vanessa.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. Thank you for doing that. Let's see what's going on here. All right, well, since we got a little lull here, now's just a quick time to quickly go over what we got going on here. Today is an unusual day. We're only doing anything from the topic just because we're doing the Halloween topic. The way that it works is just what it says down here on the graphics here. On the ticker tape. I gotta reach beyond this other thing over here. Right here on the ticker tape. Let us know that you liked, subscribed, or shared. And then in that one comment, let us know whether or not you want one of the questions in the description, 1 through 6, one of our Halloween themed questions, or if you have your own spooky themed question of your own, we'd be happy to answer those. We're looking for it all in one chunk. Let us know that you shared, and let us know which spooky question you want to do, and then we'd be happy to take care of it.
I can't wait to do serial killers next.
Me too. Me too.
You're just excited because you know which Pisces we're gonna be doing. Crazy pants.
It's not my fault that like one of the coolest, most interesting serial killers just happens to be my sign.
Did you just call him cool?
I mean, in terms of like, I guess cool isn't the right word. Most interesting,
Most layered.
like I find it to be the most captivating in terms of the story,
Yeah.
of like what happened, and trying to like wrap your brain around the psyche of someone. Because
if you don't know who John Wayne Gacy is, do yourself a favor.
spoiler alert,
Check that out on Hulu. I think it was on Hulu, right?
I think there's documentaries everywhere.
Yeah, but the bestest one is on Hulu from like last year, or no, it was earlier this year. It's actually earlier this year, right? Yeah, it's 2021. It was crazy. It was wow.
Everyone needs to be knowing what's happening there, because there's still something that is
Relevant today.
and relevant today. Even though this happened in, what was that, 80s? When did everything end up? When did he end up going to jail?
Probably the 80s.
Yeah.
I think it was like 83.
So if you want something, some people like slasher scary, some people like real scary. If you are a person who likes documentaries and who like to understand how scary things really can be, check out any of the Gacy documentaries, because he's painted as this killer clown, but it wasn't. It was so much more than
so
that.
much more.
Yeah. Anyway, what do we got here? All right. Next up, we're gonna take Jennifer Williams. Liked and shared. Question is, will the monsters inside me ever stop battling me and let me be happy?
Well, I sure hope so. Well, I definitely think this one's going to be one of transformation for you, for sure. I think that a lot of your support comes from your friends around you. I do think that you aren't feeling 100% like you, and I think that you need to give some of that love and energy back to yourself. Whether it's doing something nice for you or just taking care of one of your needs. But I think there needs to be more self-love. I do think that there's a considerable amount of good support here with your friends and those that you're close to. I think that, in times of struggle, it's really important to rely on those that have helped you get to where you are and also know your story. So keep making it a point to reach out to them. But I do think this is at some point going to come to a head where you're going to either sink or swim, and it's all about going forward with as much intention, knowing that you are really in control here of your path. Have you ever noticed that, like, if you wake up and, like, say one bad thing happens in the morning and you're like, oh well, today's going to be a terrible day because this happened, and then the rest of the day is just totally shit? It's usually because you're in control of your own story. So if you wake up and you say, oh well, I'm not feeling well, but I'm going to be getting better soon, or you're making it a point for a more positive thing to happen, the day's likely going to run a lot more smoothly. So I would just in this case decide that what better means for you is obtainable, is possible, and can happen. The more energy you put towards that, the less of a volume or a high volume those demons or those worries or those fears have in your head. But also note that sometimes the voices in our head are telling us things that we need to work on because those are such big embedded fears. Interesting to note that most of the things that we're most afraid of have already happened. So it's really about letting go of those worries or deciding to tackle them head on. Either way, if those things don't happen, then you'll have more of a likeliness of those things just kind of continuing to hold you back. So don't let that happen anymore. Be your own best advocate. Okay? All right. Thank you, my dear.
What we got going on here? It's kind of cooled down a little bit for the moment. We've been on for 43 minutes. There are 7 people in the room right now. Jennifer says thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jennifer.
Absolutely.
If there's anyone else that wants to go, just go ahead and comment below. Otherwise, we do have a lot of Halloween stuff going on. We've got a list of spells right now that are $75 that will go back to the normal prices at midnight tonight. We've also got tomorrow, we'll be doing another text reading for $20 where it's your whole November forecast that you can check out, which will be available starting tomorrow. And then we've also got a separate of this Halloween spread that's also done by text. That's $20 for 6 cards. If you're at all interested, just message me and we can get that started for you. Other than that, is there anyone else, or are we calling it?
Well, I mean, our event's supposed to be an hour and a half, right?
Yeah.
We can kill a little bit of time here, maybe by, do you want to, we got 7 people in the room. Anybody who wants to do the topic, that'd be cool. We're not doing, like, generals today, just because we're doing Halloween. Usually we do the topic and we go all over the place, but we're feeling Halloween today. So go ahead and pick one of the questions from the description and we'd be happy to answer it. Or if you come up with your own spooky themed question, we'll answer that for you. And that is what is up to it. What do you think about, you want to, like, maybe pull some cards for, like, a celebrity?
Yeah, who was thinking?
I don't know. Like, who is the
Alec Baldwin.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see what's going on with Alec Baldwin. What questions are you gonna ask?
What in the hell is going on in his head right now?
It's not spooky.
Well, I said
It probably
hell.
might be.
I said hell. What in the be not appreciated in my own time.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Definitely not.
What movie monster
He's not a monster though.
is Alec Baldwin?
He's not a monster. He was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and accidentally, pulled the hair trigger.
See, that's where I have a problem with that. Because like you're in charge of the set, you are the executive producer, I don't know. I
think it was just a chaos storm of just everybody giving a tiny bit of not enough F's.
Yeah.
That ended up
like
piling
coincidence
into a
after
giant
coincidence
F-pile.
after coincidence. I mean, he's in charge of safety, but most of the staff walked out earlier that day. And then the ammunition was just left, blasé out. It was accidentally mixed with live rounds. So it's really just like one tragedy after the other that just kind of befell that whole set. But I want to know, what do we want to know about him? Do we want to know? I don't know. I feel so bad for him. I feel so bad for everybody.
We got one request.
Okay.
Maybe if the room goes dead, we'll come back to it.
We'll just do it in secret. I want to
Yeah.
know now.
I don't know. Maybe we don't want to pull that online. Can you get in trouble for that?
It's in trouble for everything nowadays,
right?
yes.
But I mean, would it be like slander? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so. Because it's just
for
for
the whole
entertainment.
purposes.
Yeah. I don't know. Questions to ask the lawyer. All right. What's the request?
All right. So Sophia Hyde has got some pretty intense things going on today.
All right. What's up, Sophia?
So she says, and it's totally on theme because one of our other questions from one of our other spreads was, advice from beyond the grave, or how can you connect to spirit? Because obviously Halloween is a time when generally spiritual guidance comes in a little more easy. Can't speak right now. So Sophia has a question right now. She said, why can't I feel spirit around me? I've lost my grandma and my father, and she's wondering why she can't feel it.
Okay. I feel like they are around you. I feel like you've probably been under a pretty significant amount of stress lately, and I think that this is just about figuring out how to bridge the gap. When I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when I'm under too much stress, I end up kind of putting a shield around myself, and that will, that'll make it pretty difficult for everything else to kind of interfere with me psychologically. Sometimes we do this without even realizing that we're doing it, but really, I think that it comes down to, in this moment for you specifically, if you are having a hard time connecting, it's time to get present. This is all about coming into the realization of just you being present in this moment. And it's easy enough, focusing on the energy that runs throughout your body, looking around the room and taking in, your surroundings and also what you're hearing. All of these things put you in a deeper level of consciousness and take everything else, they kind of compartmentalize all the issues. It's about being grounded and in the moment. I think that taking a break is going to be really the key here to reconnecting. And you want to be mindful, because I think right now you are in need of some R&R, because it's about to get pretty heavy for you. Scorpio season is all about transformation and growth and what change is possible. So I think there's a good chance of some major changes happening for you for this month in particular. So just be mindful of that. I would try to connect even tonight, with those that you're closest to, and the other thing that I want to leave you with is something that kind of dawned on me, or that I was maybe hit with some sort of realization, but I came to the conclusion that for me, I think spirit is different from the soul, right? So you've got two parts that are in all of us. When we pass away, the soul is what moves on, but the spirit, the energy, the emotion, all those imprints that person left behind remain, and that's why we feel ghosts or see activity and things like that. It's because the spirit is still within this plane, but the soul, the part of you that gets shuffled off your mortal coil, and whatever you believe in, whether they get reincarnated or they go to heaven, whatever, that is the part of them that does recycle and reincarnate into something else. But the spirit, it never goes away. And anytime you are starting to feel like that is gone, it's as simple as reminding yourself, of their energy, whether it's looking at a picture or watching a video of them. But they're never really gone. It's just about reminding yourself of that feeling that they gave you, and that feeling is love, and what their love felt like to you. That can never be taken away, and that doesn't go away. Even when because I've experienced 34 deaths in my life, and for me, even if the face fades or the voice is hard to hear and it's more like a whisper, I can still remember what it felt like to be around them, and I can still feel their love and feel their energy. So just know that's like always going to be a part of you. Even if it feels like it's really far away, it's always right there. So you just remember them and feel the love that they had for you. That starts the relationship back up again.
Yeah. It was explained to me, and I can, in the losses that I've had in my life too, like, a really, unfortunately concrete answer is that grief is one of the most powerful energetic veils that you can put on that keeps you from connecting to those people that you love, who may even be trying to contact you. It's a really unfortunate catch-22 because you feel the grief because you no longer feel them, and you're like, I just want to be connected in those ways that I used to be. And then your own grief ends up keeping you from being able to feel that, and it that energetic exchange that goes back and forth. So, absolutely what she said, like presence of mind in that moment, focusing on not the lack of them, but how much they are there with you in that moment. And it just like anything else, it takes practice, and sometimes it's not easy. But I mean, looking at at what you pulled there too, I really think they're there. They want to reach out. So.
And I think they've also been kind of in the background, pushing you and giving you the strength when you feel like giving up. So I think that's always something, or that's also something to note, that they haven't gone. It's just about reconnecting. All right, and I hope that helps.
All right. Let's. Oh, also, real quick, we had a scammer jump in the room real quick. I'm not sure if any of you guys saw it. There was somebody who popped on that said, come to me for advice. I already took care of it. Blocked and deleted already. The only people who are trying to give any sort of advice are just us right here, right now. We don't have any affiliates. We don't have anybody else who wants to come, talk to you about things. Generally, the people who pop in to do that do it for their own personal gain and don't necessarily want to help you. So
Yeah, and I've gotten so many clients that have come to me and said, like, oh, this person stole all my information and is now blackmailing me, blah blah blah. Like, there's fears. There's a lot of scammers. So I do not solicit. I do not send you anything. I don't do any of that. That's not me.
no, so don't do it. Don't fall into the trap. Don't do it. Let's see. What else we got? For right now, we got a little bit of a lull. Let's do one of the other questions from the spread for one of us.
Alright.
So, and while you do that real quick, so like I said, what we're doing right now is any of the questions from the topic or any spooky themed questions that you would like to do, and then in one text say, like, just like it says on the ticker tape, liked, shared, or subscribed. And then your question all in one chunk, and I take whoever follows the instructions, who's at the bottom of the comments list. That's who we take, that's who we read for. So in the meantime, while we got a little lull here, if you want to pull one for me?
Sure. Do you have anyone specific that you want to do?
Number 3.
I was thinking that was it. All right. What is your most monstrous strength? Linksy-poo. People are gonna start calling me that now. Linksy-poo.
Wow.
All right. Cool kid.
You wish that you could be like the cool kids.
Yeah.
Because all the cool kids, they seem to fit in.
Page of Coins, ability to bring in the cheddar, and also to see a good opportunity as such when it is presented. And this is strengths, right? So this is also being able to connect, be grounded, be within your own reality. So not running away from problems. Then we've also got the High Priestess, which is very true to your sign, as the High Priestess is a major arcana that is all about connecting to the intuition, your subconscious, and it's also about secrecy and also the ethereal plane. So I think once you get more familiar with the tarot, you are going to be a really good reader because you're also very empathetic. There we go. I started saying that it didn't sound right in my head. I'm like, wait. Which allows you to connect to other people, which is why you're always trying to help people. Good job. And then the 4 of coins. That was my terrible attempt at.
Good job.
Good job. And then we got the 4 of coins reversed. So definitely another one of your strengths is you're not going after just like the monies. You're not possessive. You're not controlling. This is wanting to be more or wanting to be expressive without having to worry about any sort of like major attachments weighing you down, and getting a chance to be expressive without feeling any sort of judgment as well. So there's definitely a lack of worry here, in letting others know who you are, which is a gift unto itself, because a lot of people just don't want to be who they are. Well done.
Those are some pretty great strengths.
Good job
on that.
Yes, well done. You rock.
Thanks. But you knew that already.
I do.
Alright, next up we're going to take Catherine Mao. She followed the instructions on the ticker tape. She liked and shared, and she would like our favorite question number 1.
Awesome.
I think she might be new to the room for this broadcast. By the way, we assigned all of these cards, these 22 major arcana, to pop culture, movie monsters, and scary things based on the ideas behind the card, and we spent a lot of time on it, so I'm glad that you want to do it.
What was her name?
Catherine. She says she's new.
Well, welcome, Catherine. All right, let's see what we've got for you as far as who your movie. Another Sweeney Todd.
Oh, another one.
All right,
Sweeney
so
Todd.
I assigned Sweeney Todd to the Justice card because he's kind of like the crusader for finding the balance. What is? Let's see. What else did I write down? Oh, hold on a second. I'm on the right page. There we go. All right. Justice Sweeney Todd, the demon. Uh, the demon barber of Fleet Street. Yeah. You may feel the need to seek justice. Dang it! Let me find out. Seek justice over your enemies, trying to find the balance between right and wrong. Do you like to bake? It might be a useful skill in the future. Not that I condone turning your enemies into meat pies, but if they are delicious, who am I to complain? So that is going to be your movie monster. Typically, when we do lives, we do have a topic to choose from, but we also have a wide array of anything that you want to ask. But tonight we're just doing Halloween, so make sure to follow and subscribe. So next reading that we do, which I think is probably going to be on the 4th for the new moon. What day does that fall on? Is that Thursday?
Yep, it's Thursday.
It's Thursday, eh? Well, that is still to be determined, but we will let you know. Yeah. Huh.
Catherine says she loves it.
Woo! Awesome. I'm
Also,
glad.
like, we've only done, what, 3? Well, we've done 4 of these total now. 1 on me, 1 of you, and then 2 more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, 5, because then we had Frankenstein, too. So, Catherine, I need to know, do you bake? Because,
Do you know the Muffin Man?
the other person who we pulled that card for earlier in the broadcast before you came in, I don't know if you're here or not, they also happen to bake. So I'm just curious now if maybe we got 2 for 2.
That would be cool.
That would be great. Like, that's the reason why we got that card pulled twice, because we just happened to pull it for people who enjoy baking.
Yep.
Let's see. No way. No. She says, I love to bake and I specialize in cakes. That is awesome. I cannot wait to use this spread more often, because
I think we need to add it to like the list.
That is
I
so
would love
cool.
to do this as like a thing permanently.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm very happy with it.
I think the love that we put into making this spread is paying back.
Yeah, definitely. That's really, really cool.
That's
and
great.
really, really weird. And
I think we're in the right line of work.
yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, is there anyone else, or you want to call it? Let these people go trick or treat.
You want to call it?
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
All right, me too. Sounds good. All right, thank you guys so much for joining us in our Halloween special. We are also, like I said, I'll be looking to see who shared the most or invited the most people to win either a reading or spell, and we'll go ahead and announce that. Probably give us like, at most an hour. I don't think it should take that long, but we should be able to get back with that information as to who won at the end of this. And don't forget to follow and subscribe for future alerts of when we go live. And just a reminder, tomorrow we are doing full month readings as a forecast to look over your entire month. They are $20 and will be available tomorrow. I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people wanting to do this. So if you want to do that, make sure you get in on that before. And spells, right now there's six, I think there's 6 or 8 that we had put up that are all on sale right now for $75. If that's of interest to you, make sure you get those in before midnight tonight, because they go back to the normal prices tomorrow.
$200.
Well, no. It just depends on which one it is.
Some of them were up
Yeah.
to 200, and we're doing so. And don't forget, we also tonight is the last night of the 6-question $20 Halloween spooky scary spread, which is a different spread than what we have.
Yep.
That we're doing tonight. You want to do one more fun spooky Halloween thing?
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining, and we will see you guys next time. Love and light, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.